All right. What's up, everybody? I.O.B.A. I'm TC. I'm going to continue this discussion about ADOS tonight. But I'm going to try to talk to some of my Caribbean brothers and some of my African brothers and get them to understand a little something. There was a lady on a channel the other night called Organic Cocoa Bean. And this woman was talking about ADOS, and she was saying that it's a movement started up by white people. She said that every movement that black people ever started in this country was basically started up by white people. I mean, that's an insult all by itself. You know what I mean? It's almost as bad as Joy Reid and them talking about ADOS as Russian bots. It's like every goddamn time we black Americans start to assert ourselves, people coming from out of the woodwork telling us we're not smart enough to do that. It must be somebody else. They can get a big kiss my ass on that one. Now, some movements were started and funded by white people. Those movements usually get thrown by the wayside by real black people, like myself. But no, it wasn't started. We're not Russian bots, and the movement wasn't started by white people. So get that shit out your head. Okay, that's number one. And number two, black slaves in this country, she said, and I'm just going to stick with her for a minute. She said most of the black slaves in this country picked cotton. That's all we did was pick cotton. A lot of them think that that's all the fuck we did during slavery. They have no idea. No fucking idea. I'm going to just stay on cotton for a second. We didn't just pick the fucking cotton. We had to plant the cotton, cultivate the cotton, harvest the cotton, process the cotton, and ship the fucking cotton. We also created all the machinery and managed all the livestock that helped deal with the cotton. We were farmers, we were planters, we were engineers, we were blacksmiths, we were everything. All right? The white people owned everything, but all of the work we did. And it wasn't just picking. And she threw up some stock photo of some black people in a cotton field that she pulled from somewhere. I don't know where the fuck she got it. Looked like she got it out of a old Encyclopedia Britannica goddamn book from somewhere and threw that up. I don't know what that lady was thinking. But just for the record, black people built this country. And I mean literally built this fucking country for free. Like Antonio Moore said, a good slave with 3 years of training was worth more than a house. The slaves on the plantation was worth more than the motherfucking plantation itself. Just the bodies. But I digress. ADOS movement is for us. Some people are calling it divisive, but I think a little divisiveness at this time is called for. Otherwise, the people with the money and the people with the tangibles ain't going to know who to give the tangibles to. That's us. ADOS. American Descendants of Slaves. That's who you owe the motherfucking money to. That's whose labor you stole. You got to understand something. Without black Americans, the black diaspora in this country is very small. Black Americans, it's 30, 40, 50 million of us. But if you take out the Jamaicans, and you take out the Trinidadians, and you take out the Nigerians, and you take out the Ghanaians, and you take out the Sudanese, and you take out the South Africans, you take out all the other black people that have migrated to this country, and you set them into each little group, you get a couple 100,000 here, 10 or 15,000 there. You get very small groups of people. But with black Americans, like I said, it's 30, 40, 50 million of us. We are a force to be reckoned with. These other groups, they need our protection. Some of them don't know they do, but they do. They don't understand that we are the ones, or they seem to forget that we are the ones that made it possible for them to come here and prosper. Because when they get here, we're the ones who buy their shit. We eat their food. We buy their merchandise. We do business with them. They set up shop in our neighborhoods. They do this because of the work we put in. They're able to do this because of the work we put in. And she just don't understand that. And ain't no making her understand it. She think she said that we are doing a dangerous thing by separating from them. No, it's dangerous for them because it makes them easy targets for immigration officials. It makes them easily deported because they're easy to find. Right now, as it stands, they can melt into a big black community and keep their mouth shut and their head down, and they can be, hopefully they can weather this Donald Trump storm. But as we're separating ourselves from them, it makes them easy to find. So there's some fear in that too, coming from people like her. And I just want them to understand though that the ADOS movement, it really don't have shit to do with them, man. I mean, it really don't have shit to do with other groups of people. It's just us, black people, black Americans, holding our own nuts like everybody say we should. And they should. They should, like I said, they should be more concerned with immigration. This is us holding our own nuts and fighting for our what's due us. So when you hear Jamaicans and Trinidadians and Haitians and all these other people talking that shit about ADOS, talking bad shit about ADOS, it's usually coming out of fear. Look, if you come from one of these places and you don't understand the movement, it's okay. You don't have to understand it. But you do yourself a favor by getting behind it and supporting it and speaking well of it. Rather than coming off like an asshole and saying, well, you black Americans ain't gonna get this and you black Americans ain't gonna get that. You'd be wise to support it, because if you can't and if you don't understand it, then you should just chill the fuck out and let us fight our fight and go back to your country and fight that same fight there, because now you have an example of how it should be done. I mean, Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren and Kamala Harris and all the rest of these Democrats running for president, ain't none of them gonna win without support from black Americans. That's why they got this, they talking the reparations shit, but they trying to water it down and do this and do that. And, trying to include other people like Hispanics and Native Americans. Native Americans a lot of them was fucking slave owners. They was down with the white boys. It ain't about them. Matter of fact, they owe us money too. So it ain't about them. It ain't about anybody except us and the U.S. government and its racist fucking policies that have been enforced since day one. And they owe us this. I mean, a lot of Caribbeans don't seem to understand. A lot of people, black people from other parts of the world, don't seem to understand. We black Americans have been reaching out to them for decades. I myself have. I wear a Trinidadian ring. I got a Trinidadian flag behind me. I got a Jamaican flag over here. You can't see it, but I got a Jamaican flag over there. I got a Jamaican bracelet on my wrist. The Jamaican bracelet and the Jamaican flag, I have that because I really love Jamaican music. I've been listening to reggae and dancehall since early 1980s. I just love it. I love the Rastafarian culture. I'm not a Rastafarian because I don't adopt a religion and attach myself to it, but I do love their culture. The Trinidadian thing, my wife is Trinidadian. I love a Trinidadian woman. She's a black woman, but she's from Trinidad. She came here with a college degree that they honored here, so she had a leg up, which is another point. You come here from certain countries and you already got your education, and that education is honored in the United States, you save yourself $40, $50, $100,000 sometimes in student loan debt that you don't have to worry about. And you could just go right to work into your profession. That and not be discriminated against. And the not being discriminated against part, that's largely our work. The education you got that from your country. We don't have that here. Matter of fact, our schools, the schools that are in black neighborhoods, are being defunded and gutted. Some of them don't have heat. Some of them don't have books. So our education system, the black education system, is getting ripped apart. So there's another disadvantage. That falls under them tangibles that you hear us talk about. So they owe us big time. And like I said, if y'all ain't got nothing nice to say or nothing supportive about it, then y'all should just chill the fuck out. Keep your head down and watch out for them fucking immigration people. If you support them, fine, we welcome y'all support. We've been reaching out to y'all for decades and decades. Y'all didn't want nothing to do with us. I am not American. You are, I can't work with the cutter. You know. All of that old crazy shit. Calling us all out our name and shit. Okay, well now, we down. We don't want y'all. We fine. We separating. Now motherfuckers is acting scared. Because like I said, you can't hiding up in black American neighborhoods anymore, because a lot of us is like, look, they're gonna motherfucking so-and-so's right over there, immigration agent. They ain't want no part, they ain't want to help us, so fuck them too. And we gonna circle our wagons. But like I said, if you're supportive, we welcome you. We welcome your support. But this ain't got nothing to do with you. This is not your fight. Your fight is the immigration fight. Our fight is this ADOS fight. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm going to try to get this leg workout done. I've been talking, this is my, third attempt at making this video. I'm going to post this one whether it's good or not. Anyway, y'all, that's it for now. TC, and I'm out.